We need to talk. Oh my goodness. This video is going to be about a fabric fail for me. Big time. And it's about this new pattern right here. So if you want to hear what happened and this story, which might be a little long, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to Myra Lorraine, my YouTube channel, and thank you sweet guys for always coming back to watch my videos. You know I really appreciate that. Now at the beginning, the intro of this video, I said we needed to talk, and we do. Oh my gosh, you guys won't believe. For me, this was a major fail, fabric fail. And I know in the intro I said that it's a new pattern, but it's not a new pattern, it's a new to me pattern that I want to talk to you about, that I worked with on this top. Now, first off, let's talk about the pattern, because the fabric, oh my gosh, nothing bad about the pattern at all. Actually, I really like this, and in the future I will make it again. I'm not sure how soon, but I would like to have another one this summer, before the summer ends. But anyways, I want to talk to you about this particular one in this fabric. So let's start off with the pattern first, since that didn't go, that wasn't the bad part of this. The pattern is, like I said, it's probably been around. It's a Vicky Soles pattern, but it's new to me. And it's actually an online PDF pattern. This is the pattern here. It's called the Kelsey vest. Now, what struck me about this, because I know there are a lot of people out there making vests, but the necklines are all different. There's scoop necks, square necks. I think I've seen a sweetheart neckline. This is my favorite neckline right here. And when I saw this pattern, I knew that I wanted this top. And I tell you, I was making this outfit specifically for a reason. And you saw that in the title. This outfit was going to be, well, was my wedding guest outfit, because my good friend, for I don't know how many years, she's still in my hometown where I lived, where I originally came from. She was getting married, and I wasn't gonna miss it. So I wanted to make something special, and I thought, oh my gosh, looking at this pattern here, that would be perfect. I just need a little pencil skirt with it, and that's the perfect wedding guest outfit. So I went ahead and purchased it and downloaded it. It wasn't very expensive. I can't remember, but I'll put it up on the screen how much it was. So on the pattern itself, it says the difficulty is intermediate. I would say more intermediate / advanced, because there were some details in there that kind of threw me for a loop. I had to look over at them. I had to pull them up on my computer, not on the paper, but on my computer, so I could zoom in really close to look at what they were actually showing me. Vicky Soles, a lot of people love, because they think she's on the they're on the trendy end of things. And I have to say, with this vest, I've not seen a vest like this anywhere else with that neckline, so I would tend to agree with them. But the thing with this pattern, let me stop babbling and get into it, is it was really easy to sew, but there's some pieces in there like the welt pockets, and I'll bring that pattern covering up again just in case so you can see this. But it has welt pockets in the front. Those are not just tabs, they're real welt pockets. Now the way they put them in, that would, to me, was the most thing that I would say is intermediate / advanced, because the way they do them is much different than the way I would have done them. And they explained it, all the details were right there, but like I said, I couldn't really tell because of the way my paper looked as I printed it out, so I zoomed it in on my computer so I could see it very well. And that's how we got through these welt pockets. They're not, to me, they're not as perfect, and I'll show you all this. They're not as perfect as I would like to see them, But I would do, if I do this again, I'm going to put these welt pockets in the way I know how to do them, which is a little bit easier for me to do. And you know, we all do that. We do what we think is fastest and easiest for us to do. So this is also a fully lined vest, and they did that differently too, but I was able to get through that as well. I'd have to agree with them that overall, without the welt pockets, this is an intermediate. Definitely not for a beginner at all. Intermediate for sure. I don't even know if what do they call it, an advanced beginner. I'm not sure about even that. It has to be someone that's more experienced to understand what they're telling you to do, because there's some details in here, things that I didn't even know on how they press items to get them to lay perfectly flat. It's just a lot of details. Would I recommend this? Yes, I would, for those who are daring enough to challenge themselves, because it is a beautiful outfit and it's a beautiful fit for me. But the fabric caused that to be a problem. My fabric choice was a bummer, big time for me. So anyway, this Kelsey vest is really beautiful. The size range, the way they size on these patterns are very different too. And it's hard for me to explain them, but they go by your height. And I fit into, they go to from sizes 34 to 52, and I guess that's in wherever they do their patterns. And when I mean the country size, maybe it's Europe. I guess I should study more about where Vicky Sews is. Most of you guys who have done a lot of Vicky Sews, you know, but it is not in the USA. So their sizing is a little bit different. Now, I tried to read as best I could because I wanted this to fit. I wanted this to work. And no, I did not make a, well, I take that back. I did make a slight muslin, but it wasn't a wearable muslin because I wanted to make sure that the size I picked fit my body. So I put something together. It was just real quick for fitting. Not even worth showing you guys, but I did. And I knew that the size I picked, which was a 44, fit me. And it fit me really good because I was in the size, height size number 2. They have a 1 through 4. And I was in the height size 2, which is a 5'4" to 5'6", and I'm 5'5". So it doesn't really tell in here much about sizing. I'll bring up their finished garment finish and where is it? Their measurements here. I'll put it up on the screen, the way they do the measurements so that you can see that. But I fit into a size 44, so if you're close to my size, 5'5", and I have a 39-inch bust, then size 44 fit perfectly for me. Okay, I love all of the options with this. This, like I said, it's a fully lined vest. It has actual working pockets. They have these big buttons here. As you see, I'll bring the pattern cover up again. And I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm starting. I guess because I'm still in a real fog about what happened with me in this. And let me tell you, I made 3 pieces for this. And because I wanted to wear this as something else, as a party suit, and I made another piece to go with it. So I made 3 pieces that almost took me out with the way they looked eventually. And it just, it took my soul away because I was at the wedding when this happened to me. And I'm gonna explain all of this. But I was so down, I didn't even want to take pictures. I didn't want to do anything, you guys. And so I took a weekend, spent some time with my husband because we flew out last weekend. We went to the wedding, and when we came back, I just took time to spend with my husband over the Father's Day holiday and just try to regroup. So today is Monday after Father's Day, and I am recording this for you, but I actually made this 2 weeks ago, and I wore it last weekend. So anyways, getting back to this, I like everything about it. The buttons, they were, I think, 3/4 inch. Let me get that right. I should have all this stuff right. But as you can see, all of the buttons here were pretty big. And that's based on what they wanted you to do. I think they were 7/8, yeah, here they are, 7/8 inch diameter buttons. And I like these little shell buttons, and I'll show you a close-up of those too. I like these shell buttons. They went beautifully with this. Now here's another thing. We're going to talk about the fabric because I do like this pattern, and as I mentioned, I am going to do it again before the summer ends. Not sure if I'm going to show you it because there will probably be a ton of what I'm going to show you out after I show you this video, but we'll see, because I do want to make this again because I love this. This one, all 3 pieces are going away. I am not going to keep them because I will not wear them again. Not. And I'll explain that. So let's get into the fabric. Okay. Now this first piece, this fabric came from Mood, and it is a stretch linen. So it has a percentage of whatever the fabric was. It doesn't tell on here. I'd have to look it up on their website and I'll put it on the screen. But it is a stretch linen. That's what drew me to it other than the color, because what I was looking for this wedding was a baby blue, something in baby blue. They call this baby blue, but to me it is more green in it than blue. I would say it's a pale aqua is what I would say, not a baby blue, and I'll show you why. I'm gonna unbutton this and let you see the lining that I got, which is a Bemberg lining, which I love. They call it baby blue too. Can you see the difference? I'll let you see the difference. To me, that is baby blue. That right there is baby blue. So they call it whatever they want to call it, but I bought it and I didn't have enough time to go and search more out there to see if I can find exactly what I was looking for. I would like to do this in a stretch twill. That's what I would like to do this in. And I'll tell you why. Now let's get into this. The fabric is beautiful to work with, and it does have stretch. It does have stretch, as they mentioned. The Bemberg lining will have a little give, so you don't have to worry too much about that when you put it on and you fit it. And I didn't. I love the way this fit when I put it on. And I took pictures after the wedding. Actually, I took pictures today in this and love the way it fit. All 3 pieces. Love the way it looked. But after a couple of hours, when I went to the bathroom and I looked at myself, all the work I put into this in fitting these pieces went out the window. Now, oh my gosh, now I had this in the pencil skirt, which I'm going to show you on at the wedding, and that's what I'm talking about. The 3rd piece, I didn't wear at all. I didn't even take it with me. Now, I'm happy I didn't, because this stretched so much. As everybody knows, linen relaxes. After you wear it, it wrinkles up, it relaxes, and all of the jazz. But I thought, me thinking, assumptions, everybody has them, that because of the stretch in here, it would have some recovery and wouldn't do that as much, because I've in the past said how much I'm not a fan of linen, and for that reason, because when I went into the bathroom and I looked at myself, I just wanted to go to the hotel and find something else to put on, because I was so disappointed. All of the work that I had put in this to make it fit my body went out the window because everything was sagging. I mean, you could see my butt print hanging out of my skirt, and it was just bad. It was bad, and I didn't like it at all. And that's why this is going away. I will salvage these buttons, and all of the pieces that I made for this will be going to the textile company, because I wouldn't even want to give it to anyone. That's how disappointed I am in this. Now, I know when you guys see the pictures of me in it, you're probably gonna say, oh, that looks great. You look great in it. Yes, before. When I first walked into the wedding, I did, and when I got an opportunity, you know, to see a bunch of my old friends that were there, they loved the outfit. But after a while, they didn't say anything to me, and they didn't have to, and they weren't even concerned about what I was wearing because we were all talking, having a good time. But I was disappointed in how I looked. And I know I'm going on and on about this and not really telling you much about it, but I was disappointed in this fabric because it just relaxed. Like I didn't even know how to sew. This didn't fit me at all. Now I'll show you this picture here of me with my friend who I hadn't seen in years when physically. We had talked quite a bit, but I hadn't seen her physically when we took this picture. And I was all wrinkled up and sagging. You can't see a lot of it because I'm, you know, so hugging her so tight. But it did not look like this when I walked in there. It didn't. When I went to the wedding, it did not look like this. And I'll show you another picture. It's more, not a picture, but it's a, you guys, I think you'll know it if I say my husband and I, he wanted to get me up because he knew I was a little bit down on my outfit. It didn't stop me from having fun, but I was a little down about my outfit. So he said, let's go do the 360. So we did. When I got to walk and I could feel my little pencil skirt just flowing like this, I knew I was sagging in the back. It was not a good look. It was like a baby with a full diaper. That's what I felt like, honestly. But I got in there on this 360. I'll bring the video up, and I was trying to do my thing. I didn't even want to look in the camera. That's why the camera is not coming to me, because I didn't want to see myself. And just like I thought, everything was hanging off of me. It was just terrible. But my husband looked great. He looked great in it, so that was fun for me. We did have a good time. But I hated the way this looked. I know hate is a very strong word. Lord, please forgive me for using that, but I detest the way I looked in this after a few hours. So you guys know the reason for this, but this pattern is, I give it 2 thumbs up. I would, if you're really good at doing welt pockets, that's probably the only thing that'll trip you up is the way they do the welt pocket, but she gives you all the details on how to put, I mean, she handholds in this to the point where she almost gives you too much information. For the lining, every detail of this. Now I'll take it back off so you can see. It's a princess seam, and it, like I said, it fits me perfect. If I make this again, I'll do it in a stretch twill probably. It will look fabulous, but it is fully lined. Let's see if you can get to see that. And the facings, the way she has you, she'll show you how to put those in. I mean, it goes in beautifully. Even the bottom. The back does not have a vent. It is straight. What else can I show you here? I mean, it just goes together beautifully, and it goes on just beautifully. I mean, it slips on, and I can put it on over this. I don't know how tight it might be, but it goes on beautifully. And the fit, yeah, it's going to be a little tight over this shirt, but it goes on beautifully, and the fit is amazing. I love this. I really do love it. And what I decided to do was to make it a 2-piece, because you guys know I love 2-piece dressing. I'm trying more to get into dresses, and I have 2 that are done, that are coming up very soon for you. They're already done. I do have a pile of things that I have done that I want you to see. But I have 2 more dresses coming up. But this is a 2-piece dress. And I said this top, I told you about that pattern, where the bottom piece is just a pencil skirt, and it's one that I've made before. And it is this pattern by Patterns for Pirates. And I've shown you this one before. And it's just called the Pirate Pencil Skirt. And it's a super easy one. Super easy one. And I was going to take it off here so you can see it. It's a super easy one. It just has elastic in the waist. like that. Here you go. And as I said, it's just a straight pencil skirt. And the pencil skirt I did not line because I didn't think I would need it, because this isn't, it has, you probably can't see my silhouette through it, but it wasn't like super see-through that you could see my undies or anything like that. So I didn't line it. Could I have? Yes, easy. It would have been very easy to line. You just put the two fabrics together, and then when you sew the two fabrics for the front and the back, sew them as one, and then I would just sew the waistband, which is a separate piece here. Let you see that. It's a separate piece that you attach, and then you pull the elastic through and then close up the remaining opening. Super easy. Fits beautifully like a glove, but as I said, it's stretched way the heck out. Now, because of the stretching, let me show you the third piece that I made, which is another TNT, just like the Pirates. What did I say? Patterns for Pirates. I don't know why I couldn't get out. That's a TNT for me for a pencil skirt too. This is True Bias. Is it the Hudson? Not True Bias. Yes, I'm right. Oops. You guys, I'm talking all about my TNTs, but I gotta know the brand, the company. This is True Bias. It's the Lander pants. A lot of you guys have made this. They normally come with the button, and I have both, the button and I have the zipper pack. I made the zipper pack to go with this vest because I wanted to wear this vest when I go out with my friends for a gathering. I thought it would be cool to wear it with shorts. I was right, because I'll show you a picture of me with this and the shorts that I made, and I made them, here they are. I really do like these shorts. I like the way the pocket goes on them. I even put a cuff in these because I really wanted that look. I absolutely love them. And I have a button on here. I know you don't see that, but I do have a button on there. And I put all of the belt loops on. I really, really like those belt loops. And the cuffs in there. Fit like a glove. Now I'll show you first the outfit, the way it looked on me when I put it on today after I washed it and ironed it and got it back in. I love the way this looks on me, this entire look, and that's the way I looked when I walked into the wedding. I had a little more jewelry on, as you saw in the picture of me and my friend, but I absolutely love the way it looked on me when I walked out of the hotel to get into the car. And it had already started stretching a little bit when I got out of the car to go into the wedding, but not too bad. But oh my gosh, after a few hours, it was all fitting was off. It was like it was not fitted at all. But as you see, it did look good on me, and I love the way it looked. That's why I'm definitely going to make it again. And I'm going to do it in a stretch twill because I think that's probably going to be the best. Or gabardine would be another fabric. A stretch gabardine would be another fabric if you're looking to do one like this. Would be another good fabric for this. But I am going to make it again. Now here it is in the shorts version. I absolutely adore this. I can see me going out dancing with my husband, having a great time with this. It's just a good look, period, for the nice summer nights here when it's hot. You know, throw my heels on like I have on here and just go out and have some fun. I had planned on doing that at her reception, but I thought, reception, I probably won't want to change into any shorts. I have seen it done, but I'm not going to do that. And I didn't, so I didn't even take them with me. But I love this look with the vest and the shorts. Absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, I know what will happen with those shorts after a few hours. They are going to be huge on me. Not feeling it. So again, these I will salvage the button, and those are going to a textile company to do what they do with textiles when they get them. Now, I actually had seen another person and she's a friend of mine. I've met her 3 times now and about to meet her again. But it is the lovely T from Main Course. She made this beautiful brown linen dress, and it could be used as a duster too. When I saw that, I told her, I said, I love that, because linen is a good fabric. I'm not bashing linen. I'm just saying it wasn't for me in a fitted garment. That's just me. A lot of people love that linen rumpled kind of look, you know, I think they call it boho look or something like that. When I fit a garment, I want it to be fitted. Sure, you might get a few wrinkles if you're sitting for a few hours, but when you get up, it's still gonna fit you. Not with linen. It's not, no. It's gonna stretch out and gonna stay stretched out. But when T made this, and if I get her permission, I will put her picture up here. When she made this dress and she showed you how you could wear it as a duster, I thought, ingenious. If I want to wear linen because it is cool for the summer, if it's hot and you go into an event, linen is your best bet. But, well, linen, and there are a few other fabrics, but linen is a good one. But she made this beautiful dress, and I thought, genius. If linen stretches out, why not just make something that's not fitted? So that's what I did. I made another dress, which I'm really excited to show you, is coming up. And it's actually, you saw a clip of it in my intro. You'll have to go back and check if you want to see. I'm not going to tell you. But there was a quick clip of it in my intro to this video. But I made another dress in linen and love that dress. Unfortunately, I picked the wrong size, and a lot of the sizing issues that I'm having with some of the things are because I have fitted these TNT patterns, and because I lost them all, I'm trying to remember in my head what some of the fitting things I had done to them and the sizes that I had originally picked. And these lander shorts were one, because originally for these, I actually, and this one, I made some lander shorts to go with this top two. And what I had done was I had printed them a size 12. Size 12 is way too big for me, way too big, because I had to take them up probably about 4 inches on each side. So I'm gonna have to go all the way down to an 8, but I'm gonna do an 8-10 just to make sure, and I'm gonna kind of grade in and out where I need it. But I'm gonna have to go all the way down to an 8-10. And I think those will fit me better because I had made these shorts before. And I love the fit on them. If I find that picture again, I think I popped it up once before, and you guys, I'll pop that picture up of those shorts. So what I'll have to do is reprint the pattern for my shorts down to that size, and I will make another pair to go with my new top for this. But I love those lander shorts, and I loved her idea of, you know, using linen and using it in something that's loose. Now, other people may not disagree, but may feel differently about a fitted garment using linen. They might like the way it looks once it relaxes and stretches out, you know, over the course of the day. And that's all good. But when I spend a lot of time to work on something that's fitted, like this has princess seams and the side seams on it too, I want it to stay fitted. I don't want it to bow out on me like it did, you know, in the pictures that in the video that I showed you. All in all, it was a perfect outfit. It was just a wrong fabric. So I wish I had thought about that when I was making it, but I thought, man, the stretch linen, it might be different, but no, it's not different. If it's got linen in it, it's still gonna react that way. So I think that's it for this. It's been long enough and I've rambled quite a bit through this, but I'm really excited for you to see my new linen dress that's coming up. It's not gonna be next because I have another new to me pattern that I just made, and it is really nice. You guys, I think you'll like this one on me too. It is another dress, and it's not a solid color, it's a print, if you will. It is an actual print, but I'm really, really happy about it. That's probably why you do not see Miss Sally, #1, my other dress form, anywhere near me because she is wearing that dress. But anyways, I really like this, even though the fabric did not work for me. And it was my fault. It was all my fault. It's a great fabric. If you like stretch linen, it was super easy to work with, washes and launders beautifully. It went back to its normal size when I washed it and dried it, as you guys saw in the pictures of me in it. It fit me perfectly now, but after a few hours, it's not going to fit that way. So, but the fabric was amazing to work with, just beautiful. They did have other colors when I last checked. Sorry about that, guys. My camera cut off. But I'll make this really quick. They did have other colors of this the last I checked. I'll provide the link for the fabrics, for the fabric in the description box below. But that's it. I really love this wedding guest outfit. It was beautiful choice, just the wrong fabric for the pattern. This pattern is amazing. Love the style of it and love working with this pattern. It's just that one piece with the welt pocket kind of threw me off, but I did get it to, let me show you that real quick. I did get it to work, as you see there. And I was going to show you a close-up of the buttons, and I didn't do that. Let me show you that real quick too. These are the buttons. They're beautiful, like almost like a tortoise shell, abalone, something like that. But I love those buttons. But everything turned out right. This fabric, the pattern was beautiful. It's just the fabric didn't work for me. So that's it, you guys. I will see you in my next video, and stay blessed. Bye now.